It's day 50. It is our Friday for the 10th week. It's our 10th Friday of full body at home workouts. And I want to see how many of you guys have actually done 50 sessions. Alongside obviously me and Nick. And you might need the stools in the shed there, Nick. So all you need today is you need your chair. Chair, stool, bench, table, whatever it is, for your 50th workout. So again, if you ever want to go back through all the 50, they should be available on our YouTube channel and also on our Instagram TV. I'm going to start uploading them more and more to the Instagram TV just to catch up with the legacy as we go. So again, today, day 50, it's crazy. 10 weeks we've been in lockdown. 10 weeks we've been doing these sessions for those of you who are in lockdown. Whether you're in Spain, Australia, Italy, wherever, Canada, America, where are we? Denmark, Dubai, where else, Nick? Austria, there we go. Loads of different countries around the world. Delighted that you guys have come in and tuned in for the last 50 sessions. And thank you very much. Day 48, fair play, Nin. So thank you for taking part, and let's get a full body workout in today. So we'll just get a couple more seconds, let a couple more people jump on board. Hey Aoife, hey Finn, climb on in. GT, GJ, CRL, that's a name and a half. You climb in, you're very welcome. Alright guys, so like I was saying before, you logged in, all you need is a chair, bench, stool, table, whatever it is, just something to support yourself for doing some core work and some leg work. Okay, so let's get going. Everything we do today is 30 seconds. So we're just going to start with lunges. So we're going to be focused on the lower body to start. So we're going to start with lunges. So feet hip width, big stride forward, drop the knee to the floor, push off the sole of that foot and come back up. So how many of the 50 days have you managed to do? 50 days, crazy, isn't it? 10 weeks. I should have done something like, I don't know, not cut my beard for 10 weeks or something. I'd be down to about here by the end of the session. I'd probably be divorced as well. Okay, big stride, drop knee, emphasis on pushing the sole of that foot into the floor to get yourself back upright. For those of you who aren't new, there is someone standing over there. It's my wife. She's training alongside. She's just a bit camera shy. So if you see me or hear me talking to someone across the room, I haven't lost my mind. What are you doing? She's giggling away at me over there. I have a feeling I know what you just did. Okay, we're going to go into squats. So we're going to go feet shoulder width, push our hips back, sit our hips down, hook our fingers under our toes, and then keeping our fingers under our toes, raise our hips as high as we can, stretching out that lower back, and then pull yourself back down into that squat, push the knees out at the elbows, and then back up into a high hip, stretch on the hamstrings, lower back. So as with Friday, as it has been for the last 9 Fridays, we're going into a full body weight workout. So the whole thing is just proving that you don't actually need external resistance like a kettlebell or a dumbbell or a barbell in order to get a full body workout. You can do it perfectly well without any equipment. We're just bringing the chair into play so we can just change the angle on our own body and utilize our own body weight for the workout. Okay, into the high plank for me. 2 hands on the floor, 2 feet on the floor. Bring the left foot forward, hold it there for 3. And then a big rotation on the torso. Twist as much as you can. Bring the hand down and change. So it's about 3 seconds foot forward. And it's about an additional 3 seconds arm rotation, torso rotation. And then we change back to the other side again. So again, nice and slow, take your time. Just bringing the body up to speed. Bringing it up to temperature. Mobilizing the joints, tendons, ligaments, muscles, and just getting all the blood in all the right areas. Good stuff, keep that going. How are we feeling today? Oh, let me know how you're feeling. Are we tired? Are we energetic? Are we gung-ho? Are we ready to go? Are we taking it easy? Walk your hands in, tip your toes, walk them back out, shrug your shoulders 3 times. How's that home setup looking? For those of you who are veterans at this stage, at the 10-week mark, how's that home gym setup looking? Because it would have evolved over the last 10 weeks to become a slightly more permanent structure at home. Are we still utilizing jerry cans and paint cans and very large dogs as our weights in order to get our resistance levels have we cordoned off an area of the room permanently as the gym? Let me know. See how it looks. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Everything we do is 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds worth of work, and we got 5 seconds transition between the exercises. Don't think of the 5 seconds as a rest. Just think of it as a time to change the next exercise or the next part of the exercise. So we're gonna start with prisoner squats and step ups. So we're gonna go with our chair straight away. Have it beside you, because in 10 seconds we're going to go into our prisoner squats, and then we're going to get into our step ups. So interlock your fingers, put them behind your head, feet shoulder width, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, stick your ass out, sit your ass down, push through the flat of the feet. So I want you to emphasize the full contact with the soles of the feet. The knees get pushed out to the side, the head is kept up, the shoulder blades are pulled back, the chest is proud. The knees keep pushing out to the side. Really force those knees out as you push the feet into the floor. 8 seconds, and then we're going to go into a right side step ups. 3, 2, 1. Put your right foot up on the chair. You're going to crush that chair with the sole of your right foot as you step up and go. Back down, tip floor very lightly with that left leg, and back up again. Keep that foot on the chair. So at any point, you should be able to abandon lowering and then come straight back up, because you're not letting gravity pull you down. You are emphasizing that right side as your load bearing muscle. So you don't want to actually put your weight into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Change feet, let's go. So we don't want to have any overhang with our heel. We don't want to actually put our weight into the floor with our foot at the bottom. We want to just balance ourselves, stabilize ourselves with the foot at the bottom, and emphasize the leg that's on the chair. In this case, it's the left, pushing the chair down to get you up. I don't want to see any kind of whooshing off the floor with the leg on the bottom. So in 8 seconds, we're back into our prisoner squats. We're going to do everything twice. 3, 2, 1. Interlock fingers. Put them behind your head, feet shoulder width. Push the hips back and sit. Let's go. So the aim here is to drop the hips as low as possible while maintaining an upright spine, head up, shoulders back, chest out. The hands behind the head are there to ensure we keep our chest proud, our head up, keep the shoulder blades pinned, and again, when you're pushing through the floor, the soles of the feet, push fully through the sole, and imagine you're screwing the feet corkscrew style into the floor. 3 seconds, we're back to the right foot on the chair, and up we get. Right foot on the chair. Gonna drive to the sole of that right foot, let's go. So again, you are crushing that chair down. That leg on the floor is not doing anything from the load bearing perspective. It's just there to stabilize you as you push the whole sole of your foot into the chair to crush it down. And imagine you're corkscrewing that foot into the chair. So as you push down, it's twisting around like a corkscrew. 5 seconds, then we're changing legs. You should be really feeling that on the outside of the quad into the glute. 2, 1, change legs. So we're driving through that left foot, let's go. So we're lowering the foot down, tip the floor very lightly, and push through the whole sole of that left foot, corkscrewing it as we do. 20 seconds, we're back into our prisoner squats, and then we're gonna get rid of the chair step ups, and we're doing lunge throughs. So we're really focusing on the lower body with the first block. 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off the chair, push the chair to the side, don't need that for a while. Interlock your fingers, feet shoulder width, stick your ass out, sit your ass down, let's go. So again, it's a full body bodyweight workout, and the fact that you have no resistance while you're working with you, so it's just yourself, means it's a little bit easier to maintain that posture throughout. So therefore, if you can maintain that posture throughout a little bit more easily, then it's a case of ramping up the tempo just a little bit more than usual, which means the heart rate, okay, rest, is going to be elevated. Nail that left foot to the floor, maintain the gap with the feet, kick foot back, drop knee, lunge forward, drop knee. So your feet are on separate rails on a track. You are not bringing your right foot in front or behind the left leg. You're keeping it out hip width as it moves throughout. 6 seconds, we're going to change to the left side. 3, 2, 1. Nail your right foot to the floor. Shake out that left leg. 3, 2, 1. Kick it back, drop knee, step forward, drop knee. And again, maintain that gap between the feet. Did you start your watch, Nick? That's good, because then it wouldn't count if you didn't press. Yeah. Whew. So, 12 seconds. We're back to our prisoner squats. Your quads should have made themselves known by now. 5 seconds. 4, 3. It's a warm one today despite the wind. 2, 1. Feet shoulder width. Interlock your fingers behind the head. You're going to take a big inhale as you drop. Exhale, squeeze your stomach, push through the flat of the feet. Use the drop time to do your inhale. And then exhale aggressively in the top half on the way up. And again, those knees are out to the side. We're pushing corkscrew style into the floor with the whole surface area. 3 seconds, we're back to our lunge throughs. 2, 1, left foot nailed to the floor. 3, feet on separate rails. 1, kick back, drop knee. Step forward, drop knee. So, don't be that person who kicks their leg around and back behind you and you end up lunging like you're on a tightrope. Keep the leg out to the side slightly, and that will emphasize the use of the glute and the outside of that left quad, left thigh, as opposed to getting in line and stabilizing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake out the legs, change feet, right foot nailed to the floor. 2, 1. Kick back, maintain width, step forward. So we're going back to prisoner squats after this. Then the chair comes back into play because we're going bridging. We're going to stay with the hamstring and glutes, and we're going to drive those hips into the sky with our right leg. We've got prisoner squats first. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4. There's a heart rate. 3, 2, 1. Back into interlock fingers, hands behind the head, feet shoulder width. And let's go. Push hips back, sit hips down. So again, big inhale as we drop, big exhale in the top half of the exertion. Keeping the stomach tight until we've exhaled, and then when that stomach tightens up again is during the inhale, and it stays tight until we've exhaled again at the top. 5 seconds. We're back onto our backs, so our heels on the chair. 2, 1, onto the floor. Get your heel onto the chair, right heel only. Grab a hold of the legs of the chair, push hips into the sky. Let's go. So your toes are off the chair. You are driving through that right heel to get your ass as high as possible into the sky, and then lower it down within a hair's breadth of the floor. If you're doing it right, the back of your quad, your hamstring, and your bum cheek should be tight. Your other leg is not moving, it's just hanging dead in the air. You're not throwing it up and down because then you'll generate momentum. Rest, change, left leg on, right leg off chair, drive off left heel, let's go. That's the one, guys. So we're really driving off that left heel. Our shoulder blades are on the floor. We're getting our hips as high as possible. We're keeping a hold of that chair with our hands so it doesn't slip away from us. If you're up against the wall, that's fine. You don't need to put a hand on the chair because you'll be able to keep the chair close to you. But what can also happen in that case is you start to move away from the chair. So it's always good practice to check every few seconds and see where you are in relation to the range from the chair. Rest, up, prisoner squats. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, that was a 5-second window. See how slow some of you are getting off the floor? Don't let it happen again. So as soon as those bridging reps are finished, get that ass off the floor, get your feet shoulder width. She thinks it was directed at her. She's saying her shoe was stuck in the chair. Oh, it's not just you, Nick. 4, 3, 2, 1, on the floor, heel on the chair. Look how quick that is. It should be the same when you're coming up. And let's go, drive off the right heel. So you have to stay honest and you have to push yourself. If you don't, you're only going to get about 20 to 25 seconds in each set, which doesn't mean anything. You won't get anything out of it. There won't be enough time to build up the momentum, or sorry, the reps, and build up the friction in the muscles, and therefore you're going to get a half-ass workout. So use that 5 seconds to get your ass into position and go again. And rest and change. 5, 4, 3, 2, left leg on the chair, 1, go. Drive the hips. So we're really targeting the hamstring and the glute. Whew. So you want to get your bum as high away from the floor as possible. Make sure it gets nice and squeezed and tight at the top. And you're exhaling with the push. And you're inhaling on the way down. So aggression through the heel, hips nice and high. Get ready to get up off the floor into prisoner squats in 3, 2, 1. Up 5, 4, 3, 2, interlock fingers, 1. Let's go. That was a little bit faster. Well done. So we are now away from the bridging and we are getting into our next exercise, which is a single leg Romanian deadlift. Usually you do this with a weight, and the weight makes you stay a little bit more honest. So this time, I want you to really focus as if you've got a heavy weight in your right hand as you kick your right leg out behind you, and you want to get reps. Okay, left foot on floor. Keep your hand near your chair. 3, 2, 1. Kick leg back, tip floor up. Kick leg back, tip floor up. And we are increasing the tempo, but we are not sacrificing any of the technique. I'm still feeling it through my hamstring, I'm still feeling it through my glute, and I'm using the chair just at the bottom to give me a little bit of stability, which allows me to keep the rep count high while maintaining technique. 3, 2, 1. Change sides. Shoulder blades pinned at all times. 2, 1. Kick left leg back, left leg to floor, and then up. And I'm very lightly utilizing that chair with my right hand just to make sure I'm staying stable at the bottom and I'm hitting those hamstrings and glutes. So if you're doing it right, even though it's unladen, your hamstrings should still be saying hello. Your glutes should still be saying hello. 5 seconds, we're back to prisoners. 4, 3, it's the last set of prisoners. 2, 1. Okay, interlock fingers. Last set of squats. 2, 1, go. Push hips back, sit hips down. Whew. So the next time we're back into a holding exercise like this, it's going to be push-ups. So push-ups are going now to replace prisoner squats. 12 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8. We're kicking our right leg back behind us into rear lunge, rear Romanian deadlift. 2, 1. Standing on the left leg, kick the right leg back. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And we are really trying to focus on maintaining that posture on the shoulder blades while we keep the sole of that left foot on the floor, pushing uniformly through this whole sole of the foot. The knee is slightly bent, the shoulder blades are pinned, the back leg goes up parallel to the floor, and I'm utilizing that chair very lightly with my left hand to isolate hamstring and glute. Just because you don't have a weight doesn't mean we go slow or go easy. If anything change, we go harder. Standing on the right leg, let's go. So there's no extra weight there, which means the body has to function just with its own weight, which it's more used to. So you don't have to focus too much on the technique. So you can use that extra time to increase your tempo while maintaining technique. 7 seconds, you're down into the floor and you're into push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Chair to the side. Push-ups are next. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're dropping chest to floor. We're pushing to the whole palm, just like you do with the foot on the squat. You're using the fingertips, the ball of the hand, and the heel of the hand. And you want to get full range of movement. So that means chest all the way down onto the floor, squeeze your stomach, push yourself back up. And that is regardless of whether you're using the knees or not. We're going to stay in the plank position after this, and we're going to break dancers on the right side only. So up we get into the plank position. You're going to draw your knee up and raise your left hand off the floor. And back to the plank. Left hand off the floor. Back to the plank. So you are replacing your left hand with your right shin. And you're going to raise yourself up so you're perpendicular I should say, to the floor with your upper body. And that right shoulder should be burning, as well as getting a little stretch on the glute on the right side. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Changing. You're going to replace your right hand with your left shin. Let's go. And you will immediately see one side is more mobile than the other. The aim is to get your knee up and where the hand used to be, and then your shin and your foot stick out to the side, perpendicular to where that hand was. So we're going back into our push-ups after this in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest 5 seconds, shake out the arms, back into push-ups. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So if you need to use your knees, use them, because that will then allow you to get your chest right down in between your hands, get the full range of movement, and push the floor away with the whole palm of your hand. And think of your hand as that corkscrew as well. As you push it into the floor, it's rotating very slightly, and with the load bearing. Shoulders, rest, are burning. Ready to go break dancers. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Replace that left hand with the right shin, and that right hand is fully load bearing. Fingertip, ball of the hand, heel of the hand. And as with everything, if you need to take a breather, slow it down first, then reduce the range of movement second. And then, only then, if you still need one, stop for a couple of seconds, but keep it short. 3, 2, 1. Rest, shake out that right side. Wow, that's tired. Ready to go, replace the right hand with the left knee. Let's go. So I always find my left knee to my right side is more mobile. So therefore my break dancers on this side I find a little bit easier because of better mobility. Still tough though. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down on the floor. We're going into our push-ups next. Let's go. So I want you to keep your knees on the floor, and I want you to keep your elbows tight to your ribs this time. So we're going into tricep push-ups. So we're just going to change the focus slightly onto the backs of the arms. And again, your core has nowhere to hide. Use the whole palm of the hand. We're going to do a high plank in front of the chair next, and we're going to push ourselves up onto that chair with the right hand only. Let's go. High plank in front of the chair. And then up using our right hand, and down using our right hand. So we are keeping our hips as steady as possible while we raise ourselves into a high plank on top of the chair, and then lower ourselves back down. Every time I'm on the bottom, I'm using my webbing of my thumb and forefinger around the foot of the chair in order to stop it moving, and that just keeps everything in nice and tight. And rest. We're going to go left side. It's a tough one, Nick, isn't it? Let's go. Raise yourself up using your left, lower yourself down, left first. And we're trying to keep those hips as steady as possible as we raise ourselves up onto that chair. So we're using our shoulders, our traps, our lats, our core, our pecs, our triceps, basically everything, front and back, from the top of your body to your waistline, and also an element of hip flexors. Rest. Back to those tricep push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Keep your knees on the floor as we scrape those ribs with our elbows. Oh, finding these really tough. So I'm just slowing down the tempo slightly, and I'm focusing on pushing all the way through the palms of my hands, scraping my ribs with my elbows, squeezing my core, and pushing myself aggressively through the palms of the hands. Whew. And rest back to the chair. Whoa. Grip that with your forefinger and thumb at the bottom. High plank. Let's go. Right hand up and right hand down. And the more you squeeze your core as you press up and come down lower, the more control you have, and therefore the better the return. So there is no need to rush this. I would emphasize going even slower, but focusing on that perfect core contraction, steady hips technique. Woo. And rest. Ready to go last time, left side push-ups after that. 2, 1. Plank it up. Get up onto that chair with the left hand. Lower it down with the left. If you need to, just use knees on floor as you work. So go slow. Think about the movement. Gripping that bottom of that chair at the bottom so it doesn't slip away as you push through it to get up, very similar to your step ups earlier on. And rest. Back to our tricep push-ups. Let's go. So I want you to keep the knees down on the floor for this, because after this one we're going into shoulder halos or shoulder plank rotations. So it's going to be a high plank where the hands are close enough to each other, and you're just going to do rotations in one direction to the right and rotations the other way for the other half. Woo. And those shoulders are going to burn out. Woo, I really feel it on my arms, shoulders, triceps now. Oh, rest. Okay, so we're going into the high plank, but we're going to bring our hands a little bit closer this time. Let's go. Hands closer, holding the high plank and drawing a big circle with your head out in front, rotating, rolling around on the wrists and rotating on the shoulders. So you're going to feel your body weight roll from hand to hand as you essentially draw a big circle with your nose. Getting ready to take a breather and go to the other side. Maintain full surface contact with the palms. And rest. Woo! Getting ready to go in the left, the other direction. 2, 1. Hands close, palms on surface area. Big circles. The bigger, the more your shoulders have to rotate, the more you have to get up on your toes in order to accommodate. And your core is still doing a plank, guys. You do not raise your ass in the air. You do not let your hips drop. Woo! We're going into regular push-ups next, but you're going to stay on your knees because we want to give that core a break. And rest. Wow, shake out those arms. Regular push-ups, knees on the floor, let's go. Chest all the way down, squeeze stomach, push away. You are feeling good. Keep moving, guys. This is tough. Who needs weights when you're doing exercises like this, right? Muscular endurance, cardio endurance. Big metabolic burn. Control at all times. You have to be a control freak. And up we get into the high plank, hands close. We're gonna go circles to the right. Let's go. Big circles. Think of your shoulders as the point of rotation. If you just move your head, you're not actually doing a circle. You have to move your whole torso. Up, out, around, up, out, around. Woo! And those shoulders are taking the pressure. Loads on the core as well. Keep the palms into the floor. Rest. Woo! Shake out arms. Last time, other direction. Let's go. I'm now rotating counterclockwise. Really finding this tough. So every few seconds, I just reaffirm my grip on the floor with my fingertips, the ball of the hand, the heel of the hand. Stomach is tight, legs are out the back, load bearing through the core and the shoulders, and then rotating. Woo, knees down, push-ups, arms wide. 2, 1, let's go. Chest on floor between the hands, squeeze stomach, push away. Trust me when I say you need your knees at this point, because if you don't have your knees down, everything else is too tired, and I will be very surprised if you're able to bang out 30 seconds worth of seriously good looking push-ups. So we're still trying to isolate the chest, the shoulders, the core, and you can perfectly function with the knees down and isolate them. So we're going up onto our 2 hands and 2 knees now. So the hands and knees are both shoulder width, and you're gonna go bird dog, right leg left, or right arm left leg, meet under the body, tip the kneecap with your elbow point, and then back out again. And you gotta make sure that that imaginary glass of water on your lower back does not spill. So if you go fast, it's gonna fall. Go slow, keep your head out in front of your hand, squeeze your stomach muscles, keep your back parallel with the floor. You get nothing by just smashing out reps. Nothing. And rest. Changing. Load bearing on the right hand, load bearing on the left knee. Keep the knees and the hands wide. Let's go. Draw the kneecap to the elbow tip. That's it. Don't just hit your stomach with your elbow and go, oh yeah, that's my knee. Actually try and get your kneecap to your elbow under the body while you're load bearing with the whole palm on the floor. And we're going into our last set of push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Knees down, hands into regular push-up position, and let's go. Chest on floor, whole surface area of the palm pushes you away from the floor. Big inhale on the way down, squeeze your stomach. Exhale when you're in the top half on the way up. Big inhale on the way down, squeeze stomach, push, exhale. Do not exhale until you're beyond the halfway point on the way up, because then you're in the safe area. You still rely on your core, and if you exhale, that core is going to go soft after you're finished exhaling, and it could be too early. Woo. Staying on the hands and knees. Perfect hands and knees, beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, and let's go. Right hand, left leg, draw in, tip kneecap to elbow, and trust me when I say you don't actually need your knee off the floor for this. You can do perfect bird dogs that are really targeting your core if you focus on the perfect posture when you've got your knee in your hand on the floor, stabilizing yourself. Oh, I really find this tough, even with my knee on the floor. People are going to show off and put one leg in the air. You don't need it, trust me. Woo, change hands, change feet, and let's go. So your push-ups are now gone. It's going to be a high plank hold for 30 seconds. So you are going into the high plank after this set of bird dog. And remember, with your bird dog, you're focusing on your core and nothing else. It's the core that's holding you rigid. It's the core that's working. Everything else is frozen and stabilizing. Oh. And rest. Okay, we're going into the high plank, and we're going to hold that in 2, 1. Up we get. So with your high plank, your shoulder blades are relaxed, your hands are directly beneath your shoulders, emphasis is on your stomach muscles, your feet are the same width as your hands, you're keeping your stomach nice and tight. We're going to go right side plank next. 3, 2, 1, down. Right elbow on the floor, right forearm on the floor, ready to raise our hips as high as we can. Let's go. If you need to extra support, put your top leg in front with the knee bent. We are trying to target the right undersides, the right love handle area on the body. So if you are not feeling it there, push your hips higher and use that leg in front to help get them higher, and then you should start to feel that pinch on the right underside. 6 seconds, we're back to the high plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into the high plank. We are already half an hour into our session. We're inside the last, what's that? Sorry, left side. Thanks, Nick. My mistake. She's always there to correct me. Top leg in front if necessary. That's your right leg. I apologize on behalf of Tonedfit. Probably going to be divorced after this. 10 seconds. Wait a minute.
I think you're wishing for a divorce.
Wait a minute, if I get this wrong. Okay, we're going to go back to push-ups next. Okay, we're back into the high plank in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank. So the high plank should be pretty bread and butter at this stage. Fingertips, floor. Ball of the hand, floor. Heel of the hand, floor. Those 3 points are suction cupped onto the floor. The hands are directly beneath your shoulders. They're not out to the side, they're not out in front. Your head should be the furthest part of your body out in front. Your feet are the same width as your hands. Your shoulder blades are relaxing as you exhale, which keeps the pressure on your stomach, and you should be trembling at this stage because your core is tired. Okay, rest. Right side on the floor, into your side plank, and hips up. So the aim is to get the hips as high as you can and keep them up there. Push the hips forward as you raise them up. Whew. Again, in through nose. Exhale, relax shoulder blades. Keep pressure on the right side, which is the underside. Oh, looking good, guys. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're changing to the left. Whew. 2, 1. Up. So we're pushing our hips forward. We're raising our hips high. Our shoulder blades are relaxed. We're keeping the contraction on the left underside. So the left underside essentially is your keystone. It's contracting, it's pushing your hips up high, and it's keeping them up there. If you relax that side, the whole bridge falls. You don't want that, the whole archway drops. Keep it up, keep it up. 6 seconds, we're back to the high plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, high plank. No more side plank. Next exercise is knee draw. Plank it up, let's go. So we're into the plank. Our hands are suction cupped onto the floor, all 3 points. Our hands are directly beneath our shoulders. Our feet are the same width as our hands. Our shoulder blades are relaxing as we're exhaling, and we're keeping the emphasis on the stomach, which should be trembling and fighting to stay up at this stage. So the next exercise we're going into is knee draw. So we're going to sit on the floor, lean back, support ourselves on our palms of our hands. Our legs are out straight. We're going to draw our knees into our chest and across to one shoulder. Rest down. Sit down, legs straight, lean back, draw the knees up and across to the right shoulder. Stretch them back out, tip the floor lightly with your heels, like the floor is eggshells. You want to contact it, but you don't want to break them. So we're drawing all the way in and extending all the way out while leaning back. Your hands should be non-load bearing, as in you should be able to actually take your hands off the floor to a degree and do your best seagull impression. 3, 2, 1. Rest 5 seconds. We're going to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Leaning back, stomach tight, up and across. You're going to roll your right ass cheek off the floor. That's how much of a rotation you're getting. So you're drawing in with 2 ass cheeks on the floor, and then you're rolling across as you draw in more to the left. The right side will raise off the floor. 12 seconds. We're back into that plank, and we're getting so close to the finish line. But before we get over that finish line, there's a little thing there, rest, that we have to get over. Starts with B and ends in herpes. Okay, let's go. Plank it up. Shoulder blades relaxed. Hands on the floor beneath your shoulders, fingertips on the floor, ball of the hand on the floor, heel of the palm on the floor. Holding that plank. So your core is pretty exhausted at this stage, which means you've got to really think about what you're doing. Reaffirm where your hands are, how they're load bearing, where your shoulder blades are, where your feet are, how's the core, and on the floor. Let's go. We're going into knee draw across the body, and let's go. Up and across. Hey Macarena, number 42 on the top 50. What's that? Dance hits. Oh, so I'm really feeling that on my left side as I draw my knees up and across. The more I rotate those hips, onto the right ass cheek with the left ass cheek coming off the floor, the more I feel that, oh, my obliques, that's a twisting core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We're going to the left side. I was flicking through Instagram the other day. Let's go. And I saw a video with a very reputable trainer, or as they perceive themselves to be reputable. And they spent about 5 minutes explaining an exercise, and then they said, right, we're going to get into it. They did 30 seconds worth of squats, then they did 30 seconds worth of rest, and they did that 3 times. Oh, that was it. That was the workout, and they were claiming that it was a full body hardcore workout. So rest, if you can put that in perspective to what you're doing today, you're a hell of a lot further down the road than they think. Let's go, plank it up. So again, in through your nose, out through your mouth, relaxing your shoulder blades, keeping the stomach nice and tight. So we're going to go into another exercise now. It's called thread the needle, needle spelled with a K. What you're doing is you're staying in the high plank. You're going to draw your right knee up in between your 2 hands without your foot touching the floor. Then you're going to bring it back, and then you're going to draw it up to the outside of your right knee or right elbow. And rest 5 seconds. So we're going to go high plank. You're going to bring your right knee up under the body, bring it back to the plank. Then you're going to bring it up outside the right knee, out elbow. Right knee up, down, right out, down. Right knee up in the middle, down. Right knee on the outside of the elbow, down. Bonus points for not load bearing through that right foot throughout the movement. So it's knee up under the chest, knee up outside the right elbow. Nice and slow, keeping the emphasis on the right side. Woo! We're going back to the left side. 2, 1, let's go. Left knee up in the middle, left knee outside the left. Left knee up in the middle, left knee outside the left. And again, you have 3 points on the floor, 2 hands, 1 foot. Make sure they are load bearing correctly. If not, shake it out, reset, go again. Nice work. And rest. We're going into the high plank. It's the last time in the high plank. 2, 1, up we get. Woo! So we've got the high plank, and then we've got thread the needle. And after thread the needle, we got burpees to finish off the 50th exercise or class session of this. Can't even speak properly. I'm exhausted. Long week. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Here we go. Thread the needle up under the chest, out to the right hand side. 2, 1. Let's go. Knee under the chest, knee out to the side. Knee under the chest, knee out to the side. And again, as you're getting tired, focus more aggressively on the supporting structures and the postural structures. If you need to take a breather, shake it out and go again. We got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We're going to go left side. After that, we're into burpees to finish it off. Let's go. Sorry for any confusion and ambiguity. I'm trying to get the signal from my brain to my mouth, but it doesn't seem to want to get there half the time. So it comes out in little bits and mess up sentences. Keep moving. Keep moving. Emphasis here is on the left side of the core. My palms are sweaty. They keep slipping. So every few seconds I gotta just set and go again. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Burpees in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Chest on floor. Rule number 1 on burpees is get your hands out, or get your hands down, then get your legs out. Chest then goes to the floor. If your chest doesn't go to the floor, that's not a burpee. Keep moving, 10 seconds. Nice work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest 5 seconds. We got one more round of burpees. 30 seconds, it's all over. Go. Hands on floor. Legs go out. In And up. 22 seconds. Keep moving. Finish off this session with a ridiculously high heart rate. 12 seconds. Keep moving. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Wow. Grab your stool, chair, and sit down. Whew. So, that's 50 sessions done. That's 10 weeks. 5 sessions a week. Hello. You gonna do a burpee?
No.
What are you doing? You just looking for attention?
No.
Turn and wave.
No.
Say hello.
No.
That's the only word she knows. No. Okay, so we're gonna go into our stretches. We're gonna use our chair to do our stretches. So get your water, let your heart rate drop. And again, apologies if I made no sense halfway through that session. I really got a bit of a brain fog. Okay, put your right heel up on the chair. Your leg is straight, your toe points to the sky. Hands behind your back, nose to toe. So, unless there's some miracle over the weekend, I'll still be here. Session number 51. Hopefully you will too. We might even get some new people. A couple of newbies started last week and this week. You are very, very welcome. Thanks for joining, thanks for taking part. Put your foot flat on the chair, push your knee forward. Your leg is out straight behind you, shoulders are back, chest is out, head is up. So those of you who are new, I've said it a good few times, these sessions are free from us to you, the general public. They don't cost anything. Tune in at midday, do the session live, or catch it on Instagram TV or the YouTube channel, link in the bio. So the Instagram TV is there permanently, so you can pick that up at any time over the weekend. Okay, stay with the chair. Put your foot on the left hand side, so you're standing to the right of the chair. Put your foot across to the left and just sit the hips down. We're stretching out that right glute. So the knee is bent, shoulder blades are relaxed. So like I was saying, the sessions are there on Instagram TV, and there's even more on our YouTube channel. They're free. Stream them, like them, tag them, share them, use them. Let people know they're there. Challenge friends. All we ask, instead of a monetary donation, social media push. That's all. Let people know that we're here, what we're doing, and it's available for all levels. Okay, I'll let I go up onto the chair, toe to sky, nose to toe, hands behind the back. That's all we ask for. You could pay a $5, you could pay a $10, you could pay 15. We don't want that. We just want you to help market it. Okay. Begging over. How you feeling, Nick?
Tired.
She's tired. Why are you tired? Bend your knee, put your foot flat on the chair, push your knee forward, stretch out the right hip flexor. Fall asleep on the couch?
No.
No? Okay. It's alright, I got the nanny cam in the corner and I keep an eye on you. Good, relaxing your shoulder blades as you exhale. So like I was saying at the start, let me see photos of your setup, your equipment, what you've clubbed together over the last 10 weeks. Okay, back off. So you're gonna have that chair on your right side. Your left foot's gonna be up across the body, knee is bent, sit the hips down, stretching out that left glute. Any questions, any issues, any requests, please, please, please send them to us via DM, email, tag us, post below here, and if we get them, we will answer them. If we don't answer them, I'm sorry, it's been missed, send again. Okay, off we get, right hand down the back, left on the elbow, pull to the left, feel the stretch on the right side. Thank you, Ronan, see you Monday. Thanks, Trish, see you Monday. Noreen, you're very welcome. Another brilliant week, thanks Ronan and Nick, you're very welcome in. Heartfelt thanks to you both, Ronan and Nick. So you're getting all the praise here, look. She hasn't even stepped in front of the camera and she's getting all the praise. How does she do it? Change sides if you haven't already. Great workout, thanks again. You're very welcome, Aisling. Yeah, my shoulders and arms are on fire too, El. Amazing, tough. It was. Thanks, Ronan, you're very welcome, Edwina. Excellent, so thank you for all the thanks. You're very welcome, Donald. You're very welcome, Rona. So, Anne, no problem. Toughest week yet, you reckon? Yeah, it wasn't bad. It's up there, all right. Top drawer stuff. Okay guys, so I will see you on Monday. In the meantime, get out and about, have a good weekend, avail of the sessions which are already loaded up onto the Instagram and the YouTube. So go wash yourself, eat some food, and I'll see you in 2 days. Bye bye.